Good morning. I am trying to get our supper fixed early, so I've got Brunswick stew going on the stove, and I'm going to do some jalapeno peppers to go with that, and I wanted to show you how to do that. So we'll get started. First of all, you want to wear gloves. You don't want to, those seeds and the membranes will really burn you. I preheated my oven to 400, bake 400. I have my pan with foil on it with a little bacon rack on it. I've got my bacon ready. I've got my cheese and my cream cheese. So let's get started. So I've got my jalapenos, fresh jalapenos, and I've washed them. And next I'll be cutting them, and make sure if you do this, wear gloves. That's very, very important. Okay, what I've done so far is I cut up my cream cheese into blocks, and I'm just gonna use a fork in my hands and mix the softened cream cheese in with the cheddar cheese. And this is just shredded cheese that I bought at the store and had in the freezer. You know, I am trying to do freezer cooking, so that's why I'm using what I have in the freezer and my pantry. And the last time I bought groceries, I had bought these jalapenos. I always have cream cheese in the freezer, always. The oven's ready. So all I'm gonna do is just toss this together and mix it together. I might even use my hands. That's much easier. Just mix it together. And you honestly don't even have to use the shredded cheese or cheddar cheese. It's just an added little thing. And if I have it, I usually do it. So I'm just mixing it up. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. And now I'm going to cut my jalapenos. I'm gonna cut them in half, leaving the stem on. Whatever you do, you don't want to touch your eye with this, touching these. And as soon as you get through, you want to get rid of these gloves, because this will burn you. All I'm doing is cutting them in half. That one's a little tough. I'm just making a few of these because it's just me and Sweet Hunter tonight. So, all right, so now you can see how they look there. I am a tightwad, but I can tell you one thing, I definitely use paper plates. I use them for my cooking, my preparing, I use them all the time. So what I'm doing here is I am just getting the seeds out. The seeds and the membrane is what's hot. So I'm just cleaning it up. Just take your thumb, clean them out. Now I wash these before I ever put them on the plate. I don't know, there's a gnat in here. It's coming around. You don't like that. Let's see, and if you leave one, it's gonna be a little bite. So I'll finish these and come back. Okay, I've got all these done. I do leave a few little seeds because I like the heat, a little bit of the heat. But all you do is you start filling the jalapenos. I have a little too much there. Hope y'all can see this. Just fill them up with your cheese mixture. close a one as you can get to match them together. I'm just gonna lay them right there. You can put toothpicks on these after you get the bacon on, if you want to. Y'all hear a blower, it's my husband out there working. It's what he does, he keeps this place in order. I mean, who wouldn't like a little heat, cheese, and bacon? I mean, goodness gracious, how good is that? Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? I did change my gloves because there are some seeds on these. Plus, I knew I would be trying to work around these. Let's see if I can find. Might not match completely, but it's all right. So that's what it looks like. And just you put it back together just like it goes. These are so easy and so good. Let's see, I think this will go with that. Just putting it back together. Yep, you hear the blower for sure now. He's on the porch. Hey, but I like a man that likes to keep things clean and nice and cares about his place. Okay, so I'll probably wrap that up, put it in the freezer for the next time I buy jalapenos. Already mixed together, and I'll mark it for jalapeno poppers is what I'll do. Cheese for jalapeno poppers. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bacon and I'm just gonna wrap it. And like I say, you can use a toothpick if you want to. I don't think I'm gonna have to though. And my bacon is big, thick bacon. I probably only need to use half, but Sweet Hunter loves bacon, so I think I'll just use the whole thing. I think that needs just a little smidgen more cheese. It just don't look cheesy enough. I hate this to be redundant and y'all just watch me roll these off, but my hands are greasy, my gloves are greasy, and I can't reach it and turn the video off. And I've only got 3 more after this one, so we'll just let it go. And then we'll put them in the oven. Remember, it's preheated at 400 degrees. And you bake them until your bacon is crispy looking. Probably about 30 or 40 minutes, if I was guessing. Could take longer, it's according to your oven. So, and if they look done and you just want them a little crispier, you can actually turn the broiler on, but I would not close my oven door. I would leave it on because you don't want these to burn after this work, you know. These are a good little appetizer. Like I said, we're gonna have it with Brunswick stew. And I may fix some, I I may fix some potato wedges or something, I'm not sure. So these are ready to bake. And they already look good, don't they? So I'm gonna put them in the oven. And I'm gonna freeze this cheese while it's baking. Put my bacon up and clean up my mess, and then we'll be back. Okay, the timer's going off. Let's get these out. See what they look like. They sure do smell good. All right. Let me get this moved. See if I can tilt this for y'all to see. Don't those look good? Let's see if I can get this. I wish you could smell them. I wish there was smell-o-vision. See how the aluminum foil, it caught the bacon grease? I don't even have to wash my pan. I just roll it up when it cools off. And these are ready to eat, and we will serve them with ranch dressing and our Brunswick stew and maybe some potato wedges. So, thank y'all for joining us. Hope you try it sometime. It's so easy. Bye.